Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you're live.
Okay. Okay, I don't know if anyone can hear us. We're just trying this out for the first time, so I'm just seeing. It's like you can see behind me what the weather's like here. So happy New Year to everybody. We just want to do. We're going to do these live videos once a week, and just go through what we're doing, where we are, and what we've got planned. So as this is our first one, and it's just going to be a hit and miss. So who are our building? We lease aircraft to pilots, either for pleasure flights or for our building. And so we started back in, I think it was 2021 properly. It was all done by mistake. Back in the day, we left the UK and moved to, well, we accidentally left the UK. So yeah, we bought an aircraft back in 2019, and at the time the dog was a YouTuber. So we were sponsored to fly around Europe with the dog, and he was paid by YouTube, hotels, and various other sponsors to go and travel around and just show dog-friendly hotels and things. And then, say, as everyone's aware, in 2020 we had COVID, so we were grounded, and we ended up with Trevor Hayner with Flight Training Europe. That's their airfield there, because I knew them from a few years ago. So we holed up there for a while with the aircraft, and people came to us asking if they could borrow the plane to do some SEP. And then I had two pilots ask me if they could borrow the plane to burn up 50 hours for their hour building. One of them, he's first officer with Ryanair now. The other pilot never made it all the way through to commercial. He's in Barcelona, and I meet up with him every now and then. So that's how our building happened. So what we have now is we have a fleet of aircraft based all over. So mainly Spain for the winter because of this weather, and then we have France and the UK. We tend to use the UK in the summer. That's May till September. Don't really want to use the UK for any other time. So we have both EASA aircraft and UKCAA aircraft. So you can fly a G-Reg over here in Spain on a UK license, like anywhere else. Our maintenance for aircraft is done by UKCAA approved engineering, and so all the aircraft are maintained and serviced 50 hours, 100 hours as we go. And to say, we also have the EASA aircraft, which is a lot easier to maintain in Europe because it's a European plane. One thing we like to sort of emphasize is we are not a training school. Everybody that comes here has a private pilot's license. They are working their way to become commercial pilots, or they are private pilots that just want to fly around while they're on holiday, or they're on a flying holiday. So come prepared. We have a safety check that we do on all pilots. So we're pretty much just like a rental company. We rent airplanes. We don't teach you how to fly. And so when you arrive, have your flight skills up to the level that we can safely release you with an aircraft, so that we feel safe, that you're safe, the aircraft's safe, and you're not going to get yourself into any trouble flying alone in the various parts of Europe. If you have any questions on the flight safety side of things, just get in touch. and also we're going to be making some videos for the YouTube channel on the flight safety side of things, and say what we expect and what you will expect when you come to fly in Europe. Okay, flying in Europe, people say, is it difficult? No, it's a lot easier than the UK. Also in Europe, it's a lot more friendlier, especially ATC. In UK, you will get busted for bumping into a restricted area or into a CTR or anything else like that, even if you tap it for, say, 30 seconds or whatever. North Weald, where we have the aircraft in the UK, is the Stansted CTR, and if you jump 1,500 feet, you will get the letter from the CAA, etc. We've had this because our aircraft gets the notification, and then we have to pass it on to the pilot. In Europe, it's a lot more simpler. The guys that have flown with us, the guys and the girls, they will tell you that ATC will say, oh, you're in the wrong area, and they'll say, can you just reduce altitude or increase altitude or just move out the area? No follow up from it. It's just get out the area as requested, and that's as far as it goes. And the other thing I find around is a lot of G space. There's primarily airspace and airport. There's a few skills knocking around, but 90% of the time you're going to be flying alone. ATC will do a handover to say that you're on radar, and then you're not likely to hear from them again until they're either passing you to another frequency or they're bored and they just do a radio check with you. Most of the time you spend listening to the traffic above us, which is normally the Ryanairs, EasyJets, those sort of people. And in the summer, it can get quite interesting because you listen to the captains asking for assistance because they've had someone on the plane cause trouble, they've got someone tied up, or they've got a medical emergency and they're requesting priorities in for getting assistance when they land. And you're on the frequency, you just listen in. Weather conditions, as I say, this is 1st of January, and if you look behind me, that's the weather conditions at the moment. I'm on the coast, the airfield's 45 minutes away, and this is what we fly 95% of the time. If we do have bad weather, which we do sort of sometimes in the airfield, we will move locations. So we will move from Granada to Jerez, or we'll move to Cordoba if the weather's good. Last year we had someone turn up at the beginning of the year, and Spain had been through a 2-year drought, and then when he turned up, it was just the weather was absolutely appalling. So we got a weather window from Granada, and then we moved to Jerez, and we stayed there for a couple of days and enjoyed the weather there while this weather cleared up. So what we do here is renting the aircraft. You rent by the hour, or you can block book packages. And what we do is you contact us and you say, I want to fly an aircraft for this amount of hours, for this amount of time. So what we do is we'll send you a booking form, we'll send you a contract, and then that's as far as it goes until you arrive, and then you pay for your flying when you arrive. Most pilots will fly 35 to 50 hours in a week, and that's not a difficult time, as I say, like this. And the other thing is if you want to take it easy, you can, as long as we know how many hours you're planning to do, and if you want to go for touring, you can say, I want the aircraft for a month, and if you book it for 50 hours for the month, it's yours, and off you go. And we let you go to wherever you want to go. Once you've passed your safety check and we feel you're safe with the aircraft, we give you the keys, and you fly away, and then turn up back at the day when you said you're going to return the aircraft. What we ask is you keep in touch with us, tell us when you've landed, make sure everything's safe, and that you're making your your circuit as you want. One thing we like to say is we're not a flight school, but we do have flight instructors available if you want to do a SEP. So if you want to renew your license for SEP, we can make an instructor available for you. Also, we do the EASA conversions, and again, we make an instructor available. So if you want to do an EASA conversion, I go through the process. We don't get involved with any of it apart from we lease you the aircraft for the hour that you need to do your safety check or you do your conversion testing. And the conversion test we can do in Bordeaux. We can also do it in Spain. If anybody wants to do a night rating, then we're affiliated with some flight schools. They will have an instructor made for you, and we can do night UKCAA and EASA. The night ratings they tend to do over here, they tend to do an evening. So what will happen is you'll do your training on the night time, and then first thing in the morning you get up early, and then you do your solo stuff at the crack of dawn from night to light. And so you can basically have your night rating done in one day, so one night. The other thing that we can offer is weekends. So if you are working and you don't want to get any time off, there are flights to Malaga on a Friday that arrive here in a Friday evening. We're happy to come and pick you up, take you to your hotel, and then the following morning, which is the Saturday, we'll pick you up from your hotel, take you to the airfield. We'll then fly. You can then fly for 6 or 8 hours. I say light today is light up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and light goes down at 6 o'clock at night. So it's now 6:15, and the light is just starting to fade. So we have a good 8 to 10 hours, and we also have routes set up that you can fly 5 or 6 hours in a day and then have lunch. So you make it a full day and you can get 6 hours a day sorted out. One of our popular flights is the low pass over Gibraltar. So we leave Granada, we go and do a low pass over Gibraltar. We then go and have lunch, we know, near an airfield called Trevijena, and then we fly back to Granada, and that's a full day. The other easy trip to do is a flight from Granada to Mutxamel, and we do a low pass over Benidorm. If anybody knows Benidorm or have seen the program Benidorm and wants to do a low pass over the high blocks. As if anybody wants to ask any questions, just send me an email, WhatsApp. All our details are on the website. And also next week, as I say, for these live broadcasts, what I'm going to do is going to invite some guests in to join me on some of these YouTube things. Again, I'm 50 odd, and this modern technology is all new to me. So next week I should have Jack with me. Jack was an hour builder that was with me, flew with me 2 years ago. He's now first officer with Ryanair, and he can talk about his experiences of hour building. He can talk about the road into Ryanair and how he's now enjoying being a first officer in Ryanair. And in the future, we'll have various other guests that are in our network joining us. And I hope you enjoyed this little show, and I hope it worked. And hope to see you again next week.